Hey everyone, welcome to Barker's Barbecue. Today we're going to be checking out the cold performance of Yeti's regular ice. So yeah, I'm really excited to see how this one goes, everyone. We've done the Yeti Thin Ice in part 2, go back and check that out. We've also done part 1, which covers off the specs on this cooler, as well as a regular ice test on that one as well. With the Thin Ice, it was a bit of a letdown. We got to about sort of 15 hours, I think, 15, 18 hours roughly. With the thicker ice, I'm hoping that we get a bit more of a better result. Same conditions as before, we'll be temp checking everything throughout. We're trying to simulate regular use, regular kind of opening of the lid to grab a can out. Want to be as realistic as possible with these tests so it works out for you as well. If you haven't already, go back and check out part 1 and 2, and don't forget to like the video as well because that really helps me out. Now let's have a look at the setup that we've got in there. All right everyone, so same as before with the thin ice, but we've got the thicker ice now, which is much thicker. It's about twice the thickness, and we've got six cold cans over here, 6 cold cans over here, straight from the fridge. And let's keep the lid shut too, just to keep as much ice and chill in there as possible. Let's see how we go. Hey everyone, we're about 5 hours into the test, so let's crack open a tin and see how we're going. Same as the thin ice test, we're going to open and shut it as quick as we can just to keep as much of that cool in there as possible. Tonight we're drinking a beautiful beer from New South Wales. Their standard pale ale from Mountain Culture called Status Quo. Beautiful drop, highly recommend. Let's see how cold we are. Oh, whoa, 31 degrees Fahrenheit, which is technically below freezing, just below freezing. Well, that's pretty awesome. Definitely doing its job. Now we're gonna get fancy here with my Teku glass, I think it's what they call these. Cheers everyone. Pinky's out for this one because we got the fancy glass out. Delicious. Good morning everyone. We're 20 hours into the test. Let's have a look and see how things are going. Still feeling pretty cold at the moment. Let's do a temp check. 34, 35 degrees Fahrenheit, which is going to be about 1 to 2 degrees Celsius, which is still pretty impressive. 20 hours later, we're nearly hitting a full day. Beautiful and cold. I'm going to make this super quick just so we don't lose any cold air. Had a couple of the beers last night. We've got a bit of an air gap in there, which is certainly going to affect things, but the thin ice had the same condition, so all good there. All right, we're going to close this up again. Hey everyone, we're 24 hours in and the weather has literally just set in and soaked everything on this little set, if you can even call it that. But we don't let that stop us here at Barker's Barbecue. It's Friday afternoon, 4:30. This beer couldn't be more well timed. 24 hours in, let's see. Still feeling pretty cold. 37, 38 degrees Fahrenheit. Pretty happy with that. That's got to be maybe 3, 4 degrees Celsius. Let's have a taste. Good health, everybody. That's still really cold. That is still really cold. Wow, I'm impressed. So we're at 24 hours with the Yeti normal ice and we're still kicking on pretty strong. It's not ice cold, it's bloody close. I'll give you a quick look inside. All right, I'll make this super quick. So yeah, basically we've got 7 of the cans left that were in there before, so we'll keep that nice and closed. All right everyone, we've hit hour number 28. Once again, the rain has come through and soaked everything. I'm going to show you. I went to get a tin out before and what I did is I laid all of the cans down and put the Yeti thick ice on top of it just to sort of see if we could squeeze a little bit more time out of it. I'll show you what I mean now. I'll open it up. So rather than leave all the cans stood up and have a heap of empty dead space in there for this thing to keep cold, I laid all the cans down like this and put everything on top of it. So I'm going to quickly grab one of these cans out and close it back up again. All right, temp check. 39 degrees Fahrenheit, which I'm pretty sure is about 4 degrees, which is only about 1 degree Fahrenheit higher than where we were at before. Really impressed, 28 hours, and we're still sitting at a really cold temp. Let's have a taste. nailing the pause today. Look at that. Oh. Anyway, 28 hours in, still really pleasantly cold. I'd be perfectly happy with that after 24 hours. All right, everyone, we're 32 hours in. This is certainly turning into a bit of a bigger night than I anticipated. But we don't back down here at Barker's Barbecue. We're not afraid of a challenge. Let's see how we're going. $40 degrees. I think we're gonna put this to bed, come back in the morning, and see how we go for a total time. Good morning, everyone. We've hit the 40-hour mark. Let's check in. Let's have a look. 43 degrees, which I think is about 5-6 degrees Celsius, something like that. I think I will say that it was supported through the night with the cooler temperatures. It wasn't freezing cold, but it was a little cooler than some of the other nights that we did the tests. I will say though that I did leave one of the cans just sitting out here overnight, and that was sitting at about 55 degrees Fahrenheit when I tested it just before. It still held the cool in the bag quite nicely overnight. Granted, the temperature was around about 56 degrees Fahrenheit or about 15 degrees Celsius roughly overnight, so it still managed to hold the temperatures pretty well. Still a really impressive result all around if you ask me, but I think we'll call it at 40 hours. It's cold, but it's not ice cold. So I think we can conclusively say that the Yeti thicker ice seriously outperforms the thin ice. If you're looking for a shorter term sort of afternoon, keep a couple of cans cold while you go to your mate's place and come back the same night, then the thin ice will certainly serve you well there. If you're looking for something with a bit more longevity to it, then the thicker ice is certainly the way I would be going. So join me in the next part, the final. We'll use the large brick on the bottom, cans on the top of it, and then ice on the top of those cans, and we'll see just how long we can get things to last. We'll also be doing a bit of a conclusion, bit of a rundown of all the different results. I'll give you my final thoughts on the Yeti Flip 12 and all the pros and cons with this cooler. So look forward to seeing you there. Please don't forget to like the video and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I'll see you in part 4. Thank you again for watching.